Our verse today is 1 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 4. Therefore, as to the eating of food offered to idols, we know that an idol has no real existence, and that there is no God but one. In 1 Corinthians chapter 8, Paul addresses the question of food offered or sacrificed to idols. The Corinthians were struggling with whether they should eat with non-believers who make sacrifices to idols. For some Christians, it was evil to eat any food sacrificed to idols. But Paul says, food will not commend us to God. We are no worse off if we do not eat, and no better off if we do. 1 Corinthians 8, verse 8. However, Paul then admonishes the Corinthians to consider the interest of the weak members of the community. While it is not intrinsically wrong or evil to eat food sacrificed to idols, if some members of the community whose faith is affected by others eating such food weakens their faith, it is better not to eat so as not to destroy their faith. Paul's fundamental argument that there is nothing wrong with eating food sacrificed to idols is contained in our verse today. Paul's point is that idols have no real existence. After this point, Paul will also say, although there may be so-called gods in heaven or on earth, as indeed there are many gods. First, let us understand the worldview of idols and gods at the time of Paul. For biblical writers, idols and gods are not the same. Idols are objects made by people from wood, metal, or stone. They are the works of human hands. If you read Psalm 115 verse 4 or 135 verse 15. But gods are low-ranking divine beings, and the Bible sometimes refers to them as demons, if you read Deuteronomy 32 verse 17. Therefore, these gods are spiritual beings. However, according to the Bible, these gods have no power. Even angels and men with authority are sometimes called gods in the Bible because they exercise divinely delegated power under God. If you read Exodus chapter 22 verse 9, Psalm 82 verse 1 and 6, and John chapter 10, 34 and 35. The people of the ancient Near East fashioned the idol in God's likeness, but they do not necessarily consider the statue or object to be identical with the God itself. I can understand this from my own culture. When our people talk about gods, they may have statues or images, but these are only to help them visualize the God who inhabits the idol. In a sense, the deity resided in or attached itself to the physical object we call the idol. So when Paul says the idol has no real existence, he means that the object to which people sacrifice is not a god and has no power. Furthermore, for Paul, the idols and the gods which inhabit them have no existence. They are no gods at all, and they are mere images. There is only one God, the Judeo-Christian God. Because they are mere images, they have no power, and food sacrificed to them does not affect those who eat them. However, we must acknowledge that many people believe that the gods inhabited these idols. Hence, Paul tells the Corinthians, for the sake of those who hold such beliefs, they should not eat food sacrificed to idols, not to destroy their little faith. For us today, are you afraid of idols? Do you think they have power? Some Christians attribute so much power to idols and those so-called gods, afraid of them and think they can harm them. If we believe there is only one God who has power over everything in heaven and on earth, we shouldn't be afraid of any other power, even if they exist. God's power in us is greater than any other power in the world. Lord, may we rise above the fear of idols, other gods, and spiritual powers to believe that you alone are all in all for us. And with you, we can conquer all. Amen. God bless you. Have a lovely day.